a milestone yesterday. 750 videos are on my channel, right? Tracking my progress back, gosh, is it 3 years worth of sort of daily videos? When I began them, I knew I was going somewhere important. I knew it. And I thought, oh no, I'll just record everything down, put it all down as like a journal. Yeah? And although like I'm speaking to you, to the rest of the planet, I know no one's watching. So they're much more just diary entries that I'm hoping will be found sometime. And then the diary entries I've made will be seen in the context of the discovery that I made at the end of the journey. And that for me, that's my salvation, because all the things, the madness that I show, the things that I say that I know are wrong, and the things that I did that I know are wrong, I know they're wrong. I know why they're wrong, and I don't do them anymore. But they make sense why I did them, because I had to go through that journey in order to arrive at the final discovery. So completion of the circle for myself is that now I'm pushing it so hard on my own spring arch from the inside that the micro cracking appears really beautifully. You forcing your own will onto reality, onto the bending moment elastica, the A. So this is about the stretching of the two pins, A and B. You've got a single sphere and you've got a single centroid. You've got two rotations in there. How do you, two actions going on, at least. Let's separate them into the two of bending and ring tension that we can observe in concrete water tanks and split them out into the two dimensions and link them together. What's the linking mechanism? The simplest one to see is the scissor arm lever action of the wave brake. And so you're seeing the surface tension. Look at the hemisphere, look at the surface. The surface has an upper and a lower bound, doesn't it? Yeah? It has a top surface and a bottom surface. Where's the boundary? It doesn't exist, does it? You're one or the other. You cannot catch the line. It's so thin in terms of our moment of consciousness. It's obviously the moment of consciousness, isn't it? We can observe it from we can derive it from what it will look like in the future, or we can recall what it did look like in the past. But we can't ever see, seemingly, the action that goes on in the present moment. But yes, you can. We're taking the two forces of the sphere and pulling them apart and seeing them separately. Okay? So this is the conscious mass moment that occurs in the moment of now. It's this clamping action, the instant, that pushes backwards and builds everything else. Yeah? So reverse engineering, I've completed the singularity by simply taking two ideas. Take my sphere, take its equator. Take the equator has a wave function on it that is combined, that is two forces of ring tension and bending. Let's split them. We know that the mass is rotating because we observe rotation at the center. Here at the center of the universe, our planet goes round. So let's say that rotation is existing within our experiment. So this is Galileo's ship. We're on the rotating sphere. Let's say it's imbalanced because one side is hotter and one side is colder. So the hemisphere has a hot point and a cold point. And if it's rotating, what will happen is the cold point will sink and will push up the hot point because they're connected, yeah, by a piece of ice that's created. So the piece of mass that's created from this cold to hot is actually made of ice. The chip of glass, the chip of ice, the two components of hydrogen binding energy, chip of glass and the chip of stretching. And so the hot point goes up. We've now separated. There's a twist there. So all I've drawn on the one that I've just used to illustrate this video shows that I'm just taking a simple membrane and with a complex architecture. I'm removing the complex architecture from inside the sphere, pulling it out, twisting it as I go, and plonking it down alongside the other one. So I can now see the membrane, I can see the complex architecture, and I can see the linking, twisting forces between them of the twisting heat which exists at the center. And the simple scissor arm lever action shows where the moments of stable incoherence, yeah, or pin 2, or unstable coherence, pin 3. Position 3, sorry. Position 2, damn it. So, Fucking hell, it's amazing.